Durham Bulls Ballpark, site of the famous Durham Bulls and the Bull Durham movie of same fame. In this is my studio. Bike co-ops around back. So I'm making a movie, and this is a movie that's about a sketchpad. And the sketchpad is about the place called the space, so I'm going to introduce you to it. As you see, the drapes can be pulled down to create a white space for our installations. And there's a costume room and a crap pile and more crap piles over there. This is the video and photo lounge with video and photo folks. But since I'm making the movie, we're going to talk about the projects I'm doing. That's the bar for Cocoa Cinnamon that I'm working on with Leon. It's going to be a collaborative project with some really interesting artists like David Solo and Al Frega. Good people that I learned a lot from, and this is kind of my little corner of stuff. So, and it's all jumbled together, so you can't really tell which is what. But this is the amplimophone, and what this is a rolling, wonderful, beautiful device that when it's working, it plays MP3s as it rolls around the streets, as it did Evan McGill. And this is a 1-frequency geodesic icosahedron that I made almost 10 years ago, and I'm sort of filling it up right now like a 20-sided die. This guy right here is something of an instrument sculpture that I'm making. It's connected to that. I'm sort of thinking in terms of a sextant, but something that describes the relationship of tools to land. And that's a little topo model that I made. Of course it's overscaled and kind of awesome, but needs a little bit of work. But so does everything. This guy is an urban tumbleweed, or an instability structure. And what I've done with it is made this has a sort of rolling kiosk, and I'll show you how it rolls. Whoops, until it hits something. And the idea is that for it to roll around town and gather up posters, like the poster for the Invisible show there, and for Outsider Art Gallery, and of course bike copy. But what I like about it is that it's a unusual, fun shape that actually rolls pretty well. It's made of 2D pieces, and I tried to make something that was more spherical, and it sucked. But this works kind of well. It rocks and it rolls, and that's something that I'm getting pretty interested in. Hey, and speaking of rocking and rolling, let's just take a quick tour over to the rock and roller area. Next we'll see their big pile of bottles and PBRs, prisms and knives, and maybe other bands practice out of here. And occasionally my daughter, 3-year-old daughter Fiona, and I will get up on the drums, play some songs, you know, rock out. Famous picture of her right there. She loves to play them drums. Yes, she does. It's super fun. It's really good to teach her about playing with music. Oh yeah, this guy, this evil reindeer. Let's see, that guy right there. He is for a art car that's gonna go to Burning Man. So friends in DC asked me to build a mechanical reindeer for the front of their art car, a Santa sleigh themed art car. And so I'm building this guy, and maybe it'll breathe fire at some point. I'd certainly like it to. But it'll definitely be badass. So these fellas here, what was I calling them? Mechana. I was calling them Mechana. So they're sort of a folk art and abstract. And the idea is to play with textures of the wood. So I took wood from old abandoned buildings, created shapes out of aluminum. And then this one's about competition. I threw in some bike parts. And I kind of like to imagine these guys competing, these machines that come to life and they compete over things, such as the red ball. And this guy right here, I forgot what I was calling this one, but it sort of has a time, a clock element to it, machinery and clock, but we'll see. Still haven't found a meaning. I've just been making shapes. This guy, has a pretty interesting bridge shape to me. So I think it started becoming a bridge. Also on interesting saw cut wood. These guys stacked in the corner are metal men made for a project that never materialized, but I think there are about 5 or 6 of them. They're armatures. And here's the studio itself, which I share with Chris Vitiello. All of the wood stuff is his. And that little corner is mine. Metal piles, wood, metal, fire. And here's Leon coming to build the table.